Today, we're building a Tudor house for my Bloxburg city. As you can see, I have dressed to impress. I look just like a Tudor queen. Behind me is the very rough shell of the Tudor house. So without further ado, let's build this Tudor home. Okie dokie, guys. So I think we should start off with the color. And by far the most iconic part about Tudor houses is the square design. And I am messing it up. Why could I not build straight? Look at that. Obviously, Tudor houses are so old. They literally come from when Henry VIII was the king. This roof here is actually custom, so that might be a little hint for what's to come later. And now I finally think I've got the hang of doing this square pattern. The last part of it is to sort of add these lines. But first, actually, we should add the windows in. There's no Tudor windows in Bloxburg. That is a big letdown. Hey Siri, what do Tudor windows look like? Ooh, they are fancy. So part of me thinks they look like this, but smaller. Can you resize these? No way. I did not know that. This is life-changing. I think the way to fix that gap in the middle is just going to be with a beam. I think I also underestimate how expensive these walls are. Look, it's like $1,000. What were they, rich in the Tudor times or what? Also, fun fact, guys, one of the first houses I ever built on Bloxburg was a Tudor house. Also, update request. You know when you put shutters, why does it do this? Why is it going over all of them? Although I like to persevere, so I'm going to try and find another way to do it. I was thinking if we place a bunch of these air vents. Why am I so smart? Think smarter, not harder, guys. This looks just like it. I can't believe I thought of that on the spot. Oh my gosh, sorry if you hear me burp or anything. I'm actually currently eating my breakfast. And if you're curious, I actually took a picture of my breakfast. It looks disgusting. Gordon Ramsay would actually slap me up if he saw me make that. Also, guys, completely random topic. Why is Christmas getting so close? Like, I swear last time I checked, it was May, my birthday. Comment down below what your guys' birthdays are, and we can see if we're birthday twins. And just for a cheeky flourish on this front wall, I want to see if I can add a fake window. You know, I just love being so fake. Just jokes. I'm actually the realest person out here, guys. I love you all, and I appreciate all of you. Forever. Honey, do not tell me that is not the most Tudor thing ever. Honey, you got a big storm coming. Anyway, now you got the gist of what I'm doing. I've just sped up me doing the rest. You might notice there is a weird gap at the back here. And that's because this living room is going to be 2 stories high. And then we can have windows on either side. Now, I think I've made a couple of oopsie daisies. First of all, what's this little nugget posting out here? Go away. Second of all, the upstairs was meant to be a bedroom and bathroom, but now it can't be. However, this is easily redeemed because did the choosers have conservatory? They did. It's kind of a ridiculous idea, but the bedroom is going to be in the conservatory. Let's just say I'm glad that that is at the back of the house because the front actually looks pretty iconic. We still need to add all of the floral decoration. So any era, even the Tudor era, had grass because that's how they got their food, isn't it? Cows would eat off the grass and then they'd eat the cows. Unless you're a vegetarian. I've been a little bit wild with these bushes, trying to cover up most of the front of the house. However, as you can notice, I've left the windows free, and that's because I wanted to add little planters outside. I don't know if they actually had these in Tudor houses, but this is a bit of like a renovated Tudor house, you know? A couple of these outside each window. Oh, that has done the trick. And then we can just easy as flapjack, we can just connect that to the road. That's so pleasant. We have another oopsie daisy, guys. I'm making a lot of mistakes, but I feel like we can cover this up with a chimney. Whoa! Why is it so tall for? I mean, I'll take it. And I don't think they had electricity back then. There was none. What did they do? This is going to be interesting. We're going to have to use all candles. I think these ones have candles inside. Look, if you look really close. And with that final bit of decadence, we can now go into the Tudor house. And let me talk you through the layout. So this is going to be the entryway here. And then it's going to lead into the kitchen, dining, because they were quite often combined back then. And this here's just a little toilet. And then this massive room here going to be the living room. And then here's going to be the bedroom. So I know what you all want. You all want me to start with the living room. I mean, it's massive. And we're going to just ignore that crazy glitching for now. Let's put the wall there. There we go. So if you look up Tudor living room, this is what comes up. What the heck is that? What is that? I don't really know what that is. Maybe it's a ghost of the Tudor past. As I was saying, most of the walls are like this grey-white colour. From the same picture, I'm going to try and make that massive window because I think that looks so cool. We'll start by making this window just a tad bit bigger. Oh, baby. Look at that. That is what we like to call stunning in the true Reeses industry. And then the final infrastructural step is adding, you've guessed it, more beams. As you can see, I'm going a little bit more rogue with these ones. Anywho, the most Tudor looking chairs to me are surprisingly the contemporary ones. If you didn't know, contemporary actually means modern. Oh, it's kind of weird that an old fashioned build is giving modern. I was about to go put like a table lamp. We're gonna have to put a table lantern. I'm sorry, this is actually the most dangerous house I've ever built. Can use candelabras though. I love a candelabra. Why the sorry, I just glitched in real life. Why is the default color so ugly? When you make it hurricane gray, oh, that is just bliss. I'm quite a fan of this texture. It looks quite royal. And you know what? Why am I being basic with this carpet? Let's get a custom carpet. If you don't know how to do this, let me give you a miniature tutorial. Place down a transparent cube and thin it down to size. Grab a large painting and place it on the cube. Resize to your desired length. Select a sorry, I can't do that anymore. The next step is to pick a carpet that you want, like the texture. Final step is to push this over like it's an old granny. Jokes. Don't push old grannies over. But how much has this enhanced the build? Although I've made one really big mistake. You're meant to put all the furniture down first. Otherwise, you literally can't. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm guessing the Tudors had books back then. Not like they're going to have a bunch of sports magazines with this beautiful lady on it. Then, of course, some more of these fires waiting to happen. And since this room is so big, you've just got to add loads of tables. At the back, I'm going to put a round table, and this is basically just going to be another sitting area. And the chairs I'm going to use, the only time I'm going to be able to use these chairs is in this build. Fun fact, I love these chairs, but literally everyone hates them, so I get scared to use them. Tudors were big on their flowers. Like, I'm even going to put this. To give the room a little bit more oomph, I was going to add these, but then I realized, I realized nothing. I realized these look sick. The way Tudors loved to decorate their houses, especially when they were big like this, is by having a lot of paintings on the wall. I just remembered we can't even add electricity. We're gonna have to use candles. This is such a sad day. My watch just said time to stand. I'm telling you guys, if any of you have an Apple Watch, you will relate. I just am trying to reach my fitness goals every day. I've added this clock. I know it's kind of modern, but doesn't it look like an old style Tudor clock? We could try adding some flowers as decor. I want flowers in all my room. We're kind of building quite a grand house. I think we should use grand thing, like this statue. We can pretend this is somebody's like head. This is just such an interesting build. And I also have just had the genius idea to add fireplaces, because that's obviously how they had light. I'm talking about lanterns. What about a massive fire? We walk through the fire. I need to stop singing. I'm actually deafening people. And I know we can't have electricity, but we're just gonna pretend this chandelier is candles, okay? It kind of looks like them anyway. Next up, we have the hallway. And I don't know why there's just this random like front door here. So I specifically organized this to be in this shape so that we could have these old carpeted stairs. Floor in here, I'm going to switch up a little bit. We're going to do it marble. I don't know if this is a bit modern for the Tudor times, but you know, we're allowed to go a little bit rogue. And I'm going to put actual wood as the walls. Did you guys ever go on a school trip to like a Tudor castle? I have been to lots of Tudor buildings and they actually look like this inside. This is honestly the ugliest house I've ever built. So I'm so sorry in advance. And I've just realized, why are we adding stairs? There's no upstairs in here, darling. You know what? There kind of is. We have this weird room which is ruined by roofs. Please, Bloxburg, please fix it. Also, we can raise this chandelier up so it's just something cool in here. Next up, rather than doing the kitchen and dining room, I'm gonna go rogue and do the bedroom. I'm gonna look up Tudor bedroom. I love it, guys. I simply love it. So the first thing that you probably noticed about that picture, 4-poster bed. Yes, please. I would love to go and stay in like a Tudor hotel for a night. Isn't it crazy people have laid in those beds 500 years ago? And for once, I'm going to do something different with my pillows. Rather than adding 2 each side, I'm just going to add one massive one in the middle. That looks spectacular. And then, as I was saying earlier, there was a lot of old style paintings. Oh my gosh, guys, my cat is climbing on my desk. Get down. I already gave her tuna this morning. What more does she want? See, this is why I love cats, but this is why dogs are just better. This is the kind of room to have like a sofa at the end of the bed as well. They were like next level fancy. And I'm loving this video. It's like a little education video. Bless me. Sorry, all this dusty old furniture. I've also put a fireplace in the bedroom because I thought that was a cool touch. I forgot it's a conservatory. There's literally no privacy in here. But that, guys, is the princess's bedroom done. It's actually rather aesthetic to me. So the only thing we have left is the kitchen and dining room. Shall we make an old stone floor, or is that too far? I feel like that's actually kind of a look. Obviously, we're going to use the rustic counters because rustic basically means old. In fairness, I think they did actually have ovens back then. I don't know if they had fridges either. Yeah, they had a fridge. These cabinets are screeching to me. Tudor! Tudor! I feel like I can see a lovely lady in a white dress in here, or maybe a man. And then they didn't have islands back then. They just had like weird tables. And then on the table, they would have a bunch of fresh produce. And then when we go in to do the tour, we can put like a roast chicken on here to make it look even better. Appliance-wise, they probably would have had a picnic basket. And that's it. The rest probably just normal stuff. And even though we're living in Tudor times, doesn't mean I'm going to forget a sink, guys. Oh my gosh, we were meant to add a toilet. I just completely forgot. You can kind of like make the bathroom like a little bit of just a wall here. And if you look up Tudor toilet, look at them. They were literally holes in the floor. And then to make it look like that old-fashioned one, we're just going to put like a cube underneath it. That actually looks like it as well. And do you know what the most disgusting part is? They didn't wipe with toilet paper. No, they used a towel. And to kind of keep it smelling fresh in here, we should add a plant, I think. Anyway, next I wanted to add some tiles because I think even back in the day, they probably had tiles. And now we need to do the dining table. This was probably round back then. I'm actually going to use these log armchairs, believe it or not. That is cute. I feel like this would be such a cute little family home. We haven't added many bookshelves. Reading was like such a popular pastime back then. And the reason I know this is because we actually studied the Tudors in my history class. Popular pastimes though were things like the theatre, which is good because we have a theatre across the street. And then I'm just gonna colour these lanterns and have a voice crack apparently. And with that, the Tudor house is finished. Let's go look around my new home. All right, guys, here we are outside of the Tudor house. As you can see, this is truly just a timeless build. It definitely fits in with this city. Like, they're definitely really the same style. This is the entry hall. To be fair, it's actually pretty nice. We have these lanterns. You can actually take these. Oh my gosh. If it's dark in the caves, we can be like, is anybody there? There. And if we decided to go up these stairs, that's a big mistake. Exposed. Let's go back down and through into the main family rooms. As you can see, it's incredibly massive and incredibly light in here. And then if you go over this side, we have my favorite part, this window. And you can actually take these candles. Like, we've gone full old school here. I just want to move in here, people. This is the Tudor kitchen. So as you can see, somebody has been busy preparing a massive turkey dinner. Kitchen, I think I actually aced. Like, I think this looks really similar. The dining room is pretty simple, but again, it's really like vibey at night. Then here's the bog. This is where you go for the toilet. Oh my gosh, it's been a messy night. Somebody undercooked that pig. Last but not least, we have the bedroom. So it's kind of like weird because it's such a massive family room. Then there's only one bedroom, although back in the day, like, you would fit 5 people in a bedroom. But this is honestly so cute, so wholesome, and of course, he has the best closet. So hopefully all of you guys liked watching me build this Tudor house. Do subscribe to the channel and follow me over on Roblox if you liked it. Thanks to everybody who watched this, and I'll see you all next time.